Funny Valentine X insert multimedia student. I walk into class, breakfast in hand. I always stop and get breakfast from the cart in the morning. I mean, free food is free food. Game is game. On top of that, I stop and get a monster before school when I can. This just so happens to be one of those days. I walk in and sit at my Mac. The screen lights up with a shake of my mouse. Funny Valentine greets me from the other side. It's my wallpaper. I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. What a great show that is. Ahem JJba. Yum yum in my tum. Funny Valentine is obviously the best villain. No competition. As I go on this nerd ramble internally, I forget I need to actually log in, so I do. I use the default password on my Mac 12345. I never bothered to change it since it's not like there's anything bad on there. I truly doubt anyone would care enough to check it either way. I restore my tabs and take out my breakfast sandwich from the bag. I sniff it real good. So loud, a head or two turn. I don't care. I get a good hard whiff of it. Then I took a bite. I'm on that sandwich. All over it. I completely forget about my chocolate milk as I'm sucked into the sandwich. And it's over as soon as it began. The sandwich is gone. I look over at my milk. It's kinda gross anyways. I don't think I want to drink it, not like anything bad will happen to me if I don't. Right. I look back to my Mac, but something seems off. It kind of looks like Funny Valentine's eyes changed. He's looking directly at me. No. That can't be. I stare at my wallpaper for a few minutes, into Funny's beautiful ocean blue orbs. MNNGHH. He almost looks like a woman.
All this hair that he has.
That's so hot. I'm not gay though. Even if I was gay, I don't want a man that looks female. That's gay. I'm so lost in thought about my sexuality, I'm straight, that I don't even hear the voice calling out to me from the Mac. Dochyayan. Funny Valentine exclaims, as he crawls out from the computer like that girl from The Ring. Oh my god, is that Funny Valentine on my desk? I look around to see if anyone else notices. How is nobody reacting to the American president from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7, Steel Ball Run, being in the room? You there, boy, the feminine man says, in his most American accent, pointing at me. I couldn't help but see that you haven't drank that delectable chocolate milk.
I'm trying to record
He furrows his eyebrows. Uh-oh. This cannot be good. I sit there in shock and horror. What's happening? I managed to get out, still fumbling over my words even though I haven't said anything. What a rude greeting. Humph, he says, crawling out further so we are face to face. My jaw is slack. I can only imagine what people think must be happening. His face is so close I can feel him breathing out. I meet his eyes. This is closer than anyone else has willingly gotten to me. He looks down at me and smirks. Oh, he says. Only a bad boy who wants to be punished would waste such yummy milk. I gasp. Who does this guy think he is? I'm not gay. But why do I find myself wanting to hear more? I push my chair back, giving us some distance, and stand up abruptly. I look down in disgust. He looks back at me, confusion and intrigue on his face. A smirk crosses his lips and it makes me stand straight. Someone's a fighter. I love brats, he says, and starts fully crawling out of the Mac. His arms grip the table as he pulls out his torso. God, those feminine arms. No. Stop it. You're better than this. He is now fully out of the Mac, pushing the surrounding objects off. He towers over me. There's a glint in his eyes that simultaneously excites yet frightens me. Funny starts walking towards me, and I back up in response. I see him grab the milk and put it somewhere. Don't be frightened. I don't bite unless you want me to. My eyes snap wide at the comment. He keeps pushing further and further, I continue backing away. Somehow we end up near the dark room entrance. It's open. That's weird. Did someone forget to lock it? My train of thought gets cut short as I am shoved inside. I squeak at the force but don't fight back. Why don't I fight back? I stand inside the dark room in shock. The door slams behind me. Funny doesn't turn on the light, so we stand in silence. My manhandled body is still aching from the touch. Bend over. I hear from the darkness. I audibly gasp in response. What? I say, not above a whisper. Oh, it finally speaks. More fun for me, he says lowly. I stand there, still refusing the command. I hear him scrounging around. Funny starts giggling as he seems to find what he was looking for. Should I use the left or the right rag? He says. I get caught off guard by the statement and accidentally let out a chuckle. Is that a JoJo reference? I say, laughing louder. He joins in, laughing with me. Then suddenly he stops and I hear the carton open. I'm halted in my tracks. I hear the milk being poured onto something wet. He squeezes whatever it is and I hear it dripping with milk. Bend over, he says again, but this time it's so deep and low that it sends shockwaves through me. I oblige. What am I doing? Good boy, he says. I feel him slide his hand from my upper back to right above my ass. I shiver at the touch. All of a sudden I feel the wet rag smack my ass. I make a noise in between a gasp and a moan. It leaves a wet spot on my pants and I could feel it splatter across my back. That's right, you know what happens when you waste food. Please. I'm sorry. I whine, begging the US president to spare me of my sins. My desperate plea doesn't help my case, it only seems to make him aroused. He smacks my ass with the sopping wet milk rag once more, even harder than last time. I whimper out of pain and pleasure at the feeling as he repeats on hitting me until he was finally satisfied. Once he stops, he looks down at my damp, milk-soaked tudges with a smug grin. He picks me up by the shoulders and turns me around to face him. He endearingly caresses my face, the scent of chocolate milk on his hand rubbing onto my oily skin. I take a moment to reflect on the current situation and get so zoned out that I don't realize Funny Valentine took a step back and is now looming over me. On your knees, boy. Huh? Did he just tell me to get on my knees? Now, he demands, stomping his foot. I listen, kneeling down and looking up at him. I don't know what came over me. Getting on my knees for another man? That's gay. I'm not gay. He stares down at me for a moment before whispering to me. Start sucking. WH. What? I gasp, my eyes widening up at him. He wants me to slob on his knob? Limp on his biscuit? Give him dirty deeds done dirt cheap? Give him the Violent J special? I sigh, and start to reach out towards the zipper on Mr. Valentine's pants. He slaps my hand. What in the Lord's name do you think you're doing? He doesn't even give me time to answer, he whips out the still drenched chocolate milk rag from his pocket. Start sucking, boy, he shoves the milk rag in my mouth. Oh God, it's so moist and milky. I begin to slowly slurp out the milk from the rag. Until it's dry. Funny Valentine watches in his sick, twisted enjoyment as I struggle to siphon out the chocolate milk from that godforsaken rag. He gently pats me on my head, running his fingers through my greasy hair in support. That's what keeps me goonin'. I'll win this for us, Funny Chatine. Out of nowhere, Robert E.O. Speedwagon walks into the dark room. Good heavens, he exclaims, what kind of debauchery is happening here? I spit the milk rag out of my mouth, pushing Funny Valentine to the ground. Robert, please see, I cry on my knees in front of him. I would never cheat on you, your jib is too great. You're my waifu. Massive boobas honka honka sucka sucka. Speedwagon doesn't listen to me, he kicks me down to the ground with tears in his eyes. As I slowly lose my vision, I see funny Valentine take my ex-wife by the hand, leading him out of the room. POV bystander. Did you guys see where Y/N went? I think he was having another episode. Not again. Whose turn even is it? Anthony, you know what to do. Why is it always me? Disposable. I reluctantly stand up. Did you see where he went? Dark room. Good lord. I slowly walk over to the door as everyone watches in concern, but not enough concern to step in. I'm already at the door, my hand shakes as I reach out towards the knob. I flinch as I touch the door. With much reluctance I turn the knob. What I saw couldn't be described in words. The horror. I see Y/N on the floor, covered in milk. Shaking, crying, begging for Speedwagon to come back. I can barely make out the words because he's sucking on his thumb, tears and milk streaming down his face. I close the door.